The lawyer's voice crackled through the phone like static over a grave. "Mrs. Hawthorne, they've filed for adverse possession. Your son and his wife are claiming the northern plot. They say you abandoned it." I stood at my kitchen window, watching the sun bleed into the horizon. Abandoned. That word sat in my chest like a stone. The land had been in my family for 4 generations, 60 acres of scrub oak and red clay that my father left me when cancer hollowed him out. My son knew that. He'd played there as a child, built forts in the dried creek bed, promised me he'd never let it go. But yesterday, I saw the paperwork. Transfer of deed. Forged signature. Notarized by someone I'd never met. His wife, Vanessa, had smiled at me last Thanksgiving, her teeth too white, her laugh too loud. "That old plot," she'd said, "it's worthless, Mom, just dead weight." I didn't correct her. I never do, because the people who underestimate you are the ones who hand you the knife. 3 weeks earlier, I'd driven out to the land for the first time in years. The gate was new, locked. A sign hung crooked on the fence. Private property, no trespassing. My name wasn't on it. I called my son. "Oh yeah," he said, voice flat, distracted. "Vanessa thought we should secure it. You know, liability and all that. We're taking care of it for you." Taking care of it. Not helping me with it. Taking. I asked to see the paperwork. He hesitated. "Mom, don't make this weird. It's just family stuff. We're protecting your investment." But I never signed anything, and when I asked again, he stopped answering my calls. Vanessa posted a photo on social media 2 days later, her and my son standing in front of the land, arms around each other, smiling like they'd won something. Caption, "New chapter, new opportunities. Sometimes you have to take what's yours." 43 likes. I didn't comment. I screenshotted it, and I started digging. I hired a forensic accountant, quiet, discreet, the kind of man who doesn't ask questions, just finds answers. Within a week, he sent me a file. Shell companies, land surveys ordered under an LLC I'd never heard of, geological assessments dated 6 months back, long before they secured the property. They weren't protecting my land, they were mining it. I opened the survey report, subsurface analysis, mineral rights evaluation, and then I saw it. Projected crude oil reserve, $30 million. My vision blurred. I read it again. $30 million. Beneath the worthless land my father died protecting, the land Vanessa had mocked, the land my son had stolen. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I made a list. I met with the lawyer in his office on a Tuesday morning. "They're claiming you gave verbal permission," he said, "and the notary, she's Vanessa's cousin. It's fraud, but proving it will take time." "I don't need time," I said. I slid a folder across his desk. Inside, the original deed, my father's will, a letter he'd written to me 40 years ago, notarized and filed with the county, stating that the mineral rights were non-transferable without written consent from a living heir, me. The lawyer's eyes widened. "They don't own the oil." "No," I said, "they don't." I also handed him the geological survey, the one they had commissioned. "They did the work for me," I said, "found the value, secured the investors. All I have to do is take it back." He leaned back in his chair. "And the forged deed? File it with the district attorney. Fraud, forgery, theft of mineral rights." He smiled. It wasn't kind. "This will destroy them." I stood. Good. They came to my house 3 days later. My son's face was pale. Vanessa's hands were shaking. "Mom, please," he said. "This is a misunderstanding. We were trying to help. You stole from me." Vanessa's voice cracked. "We didn't steal. We were going to share the profits. We just wanted to surprise you." I looked at her. Really looked. Her designer bag, her new car parked in my driveway, the diamond bracelet catching the light. "You've already spent it," I said. She opened her mouth. Nothing came out. My son stepped forward. "We can fix this. We'll sign it back. You can't." I handed him the lawsuit. "You forged my signature. You filed fraudulent documents. You tried to steal mineral rights worth $30 million. His hands trembled as he read. "The DA is reviewing the case," I said. "You'll be lucky if this is only civil." Vanessa's face twisted. "You can't do this. He's your son." I met her eyes. Cold. Empty. "And that land was my father's." They left without another word. I stood in the doorway long after their car disappeared down the road. The sun was setting again. Same sky, different woman. I thought about my father, about the way he used to walk that land with his hands in his pockets, talking about legacy, about blood, about what we owe the people who came before us. He never saw the oil, but he knew what mattered. Not the money, the principle. I sold the mineral rights 2 months later, $32 million after taxes. I donated half to a children's hospital in my father's name. The rest I kept. My son and Vanessa filed for bankruptcy. I didn't attend the hearing. I don't take calls from thieves, not even the ones I raised.